What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like Caitlin Clark's technical situation is currently back in the headlines after her teammates had to restrain her back to avoid another technical foul. Guys, we're going to break it all down. For this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Clark has definitely been in the headlines once again after another crucial situation happened in the Dallas Wings game yesterday as she nearly picked up another technical foul. Now, we know Caitlin Clark is currently in the headlines over her technical foul situation. She's currently one away from being suspended for one game of the regular season. Now, this is the situation that occurred yesterday during that Dallas Wings game. Roll the footage. And as for this entire situation, it's being reported that Caitlin Clark was restrained by favorite teammates to avoid costly technical. Caitlin Clark might have drawn an expensive technical foul if not for some savvy prevention from her teammates. During the second quarter of the Fever 110-109 win over the Dallas Wings this past Sunday, Clark drove to the basket and drew contact, but when the whistle blew, it was for an offensive foul. Clark was brought to rest at the officials. She was restrained by Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston before heading to the bench. Caitlin Clark has drawn 6 technical fouls so far for the season, and a 7th one could cause an automatic suspension by the WNBA rules. If Clark had been hit with a technical foul, she would have been forced to miss the Fever's final regular season game, a role matchup against the Mystics set to take place this upcoming Thursday. So shout out to Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, and hell, even Coach Sides for pulling Caitlin Clark out of that game, forcing her to sit on the bench until she calmed down. And that's what Caitlin going to have to do, bruh, moving forward as she go throughout her WNBA career. She's going to have to calm down and woosah, bruh. Even though these referees are pretty horrible, you're still going to have to woosah because they kind of control your fate with these technical foul situations. But my dream is for the WNBA to get rid of all these referees, bring in new refs, people that actually know how to ref these games, and make sure the right calls are being made at the right time. Moving on to another story. Now, we know ESPN have not been the biggest supporters of Caitlin Clark. They've pretty much been snubbing her all over the place. They snubbed her with the MVP little thing. They've been snubbing her ever since she walked into the league. Well, it looked like they're finally coming around because in a new segment, Rebecca Lobo and Big Perk set the record straight about Caitlin Clark being Rookie of the Year. Let's roll the footage.
Let's welcome to WNBA today. The party is already starting with the W based off of the weekend. Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo. I'm Chiney Ogwumike in for Malika Andrews. Now, Rebecca, Caitlin has dominated since the All-Star break. What's been the biggest change in her game that you've noticed?
Chiney, it took her about a month to figure things out, but since about the end of June, she's been playing like a top 5 player in the league. She's been regularly dishing out double-digit assists in that time frame. Teams can no longer blitz her and trap her. The game has slowed down for her, even though
it looks like we may have lost Rebecca Lobo for a moment as we're trying to effort her sound. But let's bring in my big bro, Kendrick Perkins, because I know you've been tuned into all of these amazing games. Hey, Perk, what have you enjoyed so far from Caitlin Clark's season, especially as she continues to make history?
Well, look, right now she's very comfortable, very, very comfortable. And you know what that is? Kudos to her, because that means Not only has she been putting in the work behind the scenes, but that means she's been a student of the game and in the film room. When you're at that position, the point guard position, and you're leading the charge, you have to figure things out. But all I was hearing was, oh, it's going to be an adjustment for Caitlin Clark. She's going to have to get used to the physicality. People are going to be going at her. And they tried it, and it didn't work. Here she is right now breaking all kind of records. Here she is right now leading her team into the postseason. Here she is right now standing on business. If I had to evaluate her season right now and give a fair evaluation, I would say she has lived up to expectations, right? I'm looking at her the way I look at LeBron James, right? For us, just in the women's side of things, and the hype that she had, the expectations she had to live up to, packing out arenas on a day-to-day basis. A lot of people out there waiting to see her fail, and still keeping her composure as a rookie and leading this team has been a beautiful thing to see.
It has been beautiful to see. She has exceeded all expectations. Rebecca, you want to finish your thought?
Yeah, I mean, Perk mentioned how she's learned from going into the film room, learned game from game. She equally learns within the game. On Friday, when they were playing against Vegas, she was held scoreless in the first half. What happened? She came out with some of that knowledge that she learned from that half in the previous game against Vegas and had 14 in the third quarter alone. She is just now playing at her pace, which, yes, is a very fast pace, but at the same time, the game has slowed down. We saw teams blitzing her like crazy early in the season. You can't do that anymore. She's playing today, to me, like she has the savvy of a veteran right now, even though for the first month of the season or so, she definitely had times where she looked like a rookie.
Yeah, and she is a student of the game. You can tell she soaks it all in each opportunity to play, and she just passed Simone Augustus. And I always come back to this thing that Simone Money told me.
That was Rebecca Lobo and Kendrick Perkins. Landon B. Long, Caitlin Clark is exceeding all expectations for pretty much her performance she's been having throughout the WNBA season. Guys, I want you to get down below. Let me know your thoughts about Caitlin Clark and her current technical foul situation. And are you guys excited for the Fever heading into the 2024 playoffs? I'm telling you right now, your boy Johnny Liquidator is going to be pulling up to some games as soon as I get clear to travel by my doctors, and it's going to be lit. Until next time, keep them bills on, because you know what? I'm going to bring you the news. And like always, y'all already know how I'm rocking. Shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out. Shake the haters